Test. Test. There we go. Whoops. What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning. Happy to be on here. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? I know you must have heard the tests. Test. There we go. The beast in the house. Bill, Kevin, what's up, guys? Glad to see you. Figured I'd do a little live. I'm down here, well, up here for a little while here for a few days before I head back on down to the Keys for a few more weeks. I was like, you know what? I'll do a live. I might do a couple more. We'll see. Figured to do a little pre-market live. We'll put a watch list together, look at some levels, and just, I don't know, hang out. We haven't done that in a while. Been gone all summer long. Guys, remember, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for me. Really helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. All right, so let me put out a quick tweet here. Quick post. And we'll get to work. All right. All right, what are you guys seeing here on my screen? All right, so there you go. You got the futures screen there. You have the the ES on there. And then we'll also be looking and putting together a watch list on some equities right here. You can see the equity scans. So we'll be doing both here today. All right. And let's go ahead. What time is it? 8:57 a.m. Let's go ahead and get to work here. Let me see if we have any news going on today. Remember, this week we got FOMC. So yesterday was rather choppy. I'd expect today to be choppy as well. Leading into tomorrow when Jerome Powell comes out, does his little song and dance. So today, well, we had numbers at 8:30. We had building permits, housing starts. So yeah, those numbers are already out. We've already had a little bit of a pullback there, about a 14-point pullback, 13-point pullback or so. Not a whole lot going on right there. Yo, new member over the Discord. Good morning. Guys, if you want to join the Discord, it's free. Links there in the comment section, there in the chat box. Oh, you're watching? Nice. All right, guys. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start off. Let's kick it off with the equities here, and let's go build a watch list with that real quick. Let's see what we got out here. AVGR. Wow, look at AVGR here. Let's zoom in here on the daily chart. You got the 50-day and the 100-day moving average. That is a level of potential resistance. This stock has not been able to get up and over that level. You know what? As a matter of fact, didn't I go over AVGR yesterday on Twitter? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm like 90% sure. Yesterday, AVGR, I put on Twitter and I put here in the Discord as well. Let me see here. What was yesterday? I guess not. No, I guess not. AVGR was not on the list yesterday. I must have seen it though, because I remember seeing that resistance. So it couldn't break through yesterday on the daily chart here. You have 50-day and 100-day moving average at $9. Okay. And as high as it's gotten so far is about 875-ish, 874, has not been able to get through that level. So I would say AVGR, way I'm going to write it up here. All right. I'm going to put it on Twitter and then I'll put it on the Discord as well. AVGR AVGR, watching the $9 zone for resistance. If this level holds it down, watching for a fade. All right, we're going to look for a fade too. We got to identify the potential bounce zone on it, okay? You have potential bounce zone right here at 775 zone. Why is it a potential bounce zone? Well, it's very easy. Look right here. Previous resistance, we're up and over it. So what could we expect it to become now? Possibly a level of support, right? Previous level of support as well. We scroll back. My God, look at that support there. This is also an area that you can watch for dip buys. So not only if you shorted up there, would you cover here? You can also look for, if you want to be more long biased on this name, you can look for this level to hold support for a test of the $9 zone, okay? For a fade towards 775 bounce zone. This 775 area could be a good area for longs. All right, so that's AVGR. So we got AVGR down. Let's see what else we got on here. This thing's gotten absolutely smacked down from 220 all the way to $1.50. This $1.50 area on ELUT, $1.50 to $1.60 area. That's the area to watch on this thing. I'm not even going to put this on the list because I don't have any faith on it for a bounce back. And it's sold off so much already that I think the short move is gone as well. So it's not something that I'd look at. So yeah, I'm not gonna pay any attention to that one. Look at this thing. Mob. Another one, right? Quick low volume pop here in pre-market. There must have been a newsletter or something somewhere to pop this one. And then now look. All the way back down here. You got the gap fill down here to $1.32, $1.31, but you'd have to capture this whole move from like $1.40 to $1.31. So nothing there. All right, let's go take a look at Tesla. Tesla's been rather quiet lately. And you know why? I think mainly just NVIDIA's just the showstopper, man. Look at the size of these candles on NVIDIA. Are you kidding me? 442. My God, to 470 in one day. Then 481, 482 to 453 in one day. And then, here recently, 456 to 438, 443 to 420. I mean, there's no point really right now, in my opinion anyways, in trading Tesla when NVIDIA has all the volatility. So on NVIDIA, let's go ahead and put out a potential resistance zone. Bang. Why is that a potential resistance zone? Well, easy. Support here, right? Support here, support here, support here. Like, this thing's just been a great support zone. We've broken down and under it, bounced back up into it, and it became what yesterday? Resistance. And what is it today in the morning so far? In pre-market, so far, resistance. So I'd watch 445 zone for resistance on NVIDIA. And if it holds it down, so NVIDIA watching 445 area for resistance for a fade back down towards, where's our next potential support zone? That's some potential support at about 435 area. But then at the same time, you got to remember there could be a lot of chop today. So just be careful. So AVGR, NVIDIA, I got those two names on watch. Let's go hop on over. Well, before we hop on over to the futures, do you guys have any tickers you want me to take a look at for you? Now's the time. Put them up there in chat and I'll go over them with you real quick. And then after that, we'll hop on over to the futures chart. Palantir. All right, let's go take a quick look at Palantir for you, Bill. So Palantir. Man, what a bounce back on Palantir after this huge drop here to 14 bucks and change. I mean, the only thing I could say here for Palantir would be this 1570 zone. If it can't get above that, then yeah, you could watch for a test of 15. If you can get a crack of 15 on Palantir, then I think you'll see that into the 100-day moving average, and you'll get down here into the 1440s again. Little Cuban coffee. That's some good stuff. So you can see that there, Bill. Flavorino. Am I pronouncing that right? Flavorino. Carvana. Yep, my pleasure, bud. Carvana. You got a clear level right here of potential resistance. Flavorino. No, but you have an A. Isn't that pronounced like an A? All right, so you have a clear level of resistance here at 53.56 zone. Clear level of resistance. Okay. Oh, okay, so Flavorino. All right, so you got a clear level of resistance there at 53.56. If you can't get above that, 50 bucks is going to try to hold its best. But I think eventually, if you cannot get above that, I think eventually you're going to get yourself down here to 46 land. Previous little bounce zone for a retest of that level. The 50-day will probably, that's that blue line here on my chart. That 50-day will probably creep its way up there little by little. Maybe they can meet and you can watch for bounces there. Carvana's been extremely strong. Extremely strong. Guys, so when I'm back from like living it up in my other house in the Keys, because I'm not done fishing yet. I'm not done fishing. So when I'm back here in a few weeks, I gotta do a lot more fishing down there. I gotta take my kid to the beach some more down there. I gotta take her to Butterfly World there in Key West. She loves that place. We've been there twice already this summer. We're probably gonna make it a third time. And then I gotta go down there. There's a little ice cream shop in Key West that has freaking awesome ice cream and these gargantuanly huge chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, I have a sweet tooth. So I'm sorry, this thing is driving me nuts on my lens. It's a little, there we go, little dust particle. So I'm gonna head back down there at the end of this week, more than likely, and spend some more time down there. And then I got to do a couple little odds and ends there in the property, because I was rented out in the winter time. I'm gonna be down there again in December, but it's rented already January, February, and March. If you're interested in renting the Keys house, let me know. I'll drop you the link. It's already rented for the first 3 months of the year. I want to do a few little things there real quick, and before I come back over here. But when I get back here and settled in, ready to rock and roll, sometime next month probably, I'm thinking of doing this live stream. This live stream will be a pre-market live stream where we put together the watch list, okay? And then sometimes, depending how I feel, depending how the stream is flowing, maybe we'll go into the market open. We'll do some live trading like we used to do. Maybe. That's only going to be up to you and me. So no pressure on anyone. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that if you want me to. If you want me to get on here in pre-market and you want to hear my spiel. All right. So if you do want that, let me know, right? Send me a message over on the Discord, comment in the chat section here on the live stream, stuff like that. And if you want me to do it, I'll put an effort into doing it more regularly. I don't know, man. I did it for a few months. I did it for like 7 months or something like that. And then I got kind of tired of it, to be honest. Quizás. I like that. Throwing the Spanish in there. Over there in the Discord, yes, please. All right, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Oh, before we move forward, guys, remember, Apex, 80% off right now. Remember, that's 80% off, and it's for life, for the life of the account. All right, so you can get yourself something like the $150,000 account. You can get it for $63, or you can get yourself the $50,000 account for about $34. That special ends on the 27th. All right, so let's hop on over to the futures. So I primarily trade the ES. So let's go ahead and take a peek at the ES, see what it's doing here. All right, so there's our 15-minute range, man. Wow, this thing's been stuck. This thing's been stuck in this range here now. I love this range. You got clear, cut and dry, 45.15, let's call it resistance, right? So I'm going to start writing that down. So ES watching 45.15 resistance and 44, this is like 90. It says here 87. That was the bottom support. So 44.87 support. I expect it to trade in this channel, give or take, until after FOMC meeting. But if it breaks either level, watching for continuation in that direction. If fades under 87, watching for 60s. If breaks 15, watching for a push to 45.60. Okay. So ES, watching 45.15 resistance and 44.87 support. I expect it to trade in this channel, give or take, until after FOMC meeting. But if it breaks either level, watching for continuation in that direction. If it fades under 87, then I'm watching for 44.60s. If it breaks 15, so 44.15, watching for a push to 45.60. Now, where are we pulling that 44.60 from? Let me make sure I wrote this down. Okay, 44.60. So we're going to hop on over here to the daily chart. And you see right here, 44.57. You guys are seeing this, right? Yeah. So 44.57, the bottom of this quick little pullback on this daily chart before that push up. I'd expect that level to be tapped. You know, if we get that drop, if something happens this week that gets that pullback and we break underneath this support, I expect the ultimate target to be 4,400. And you can see here clear as day, previous resistance and then turn support. So I expect 4,400 to be the last level to get tested. Okay. Now, will we break underneath that? I'd love to see a break underneath that. Do I have any interest in trading the channel? Getting a question over in the Discord. I'm not a channel trader. I'm not a channel trader. I might not even go into market open today. I mean, maybe I will. I don't know. Because honestly, I don't think that I'm even going to take a trade today. If I do, I'm going to manage my risk a little bit more tight. I'm more of a breakout trader. And yes, while you can scalp little breaks within the channel, it can be choppy, and you got to know what you're good at, right? You have to know what you're good at. Look, I can trade options. I can trade equities. I can trade futures. Okay. I can trade basically any vehicle. I even trade crypto. I didn't trade any crypto last year, I don't think, but the year before that, man, we were tearing up the crypto in the Discord with swing trades. I don't really day trade crypto. I'll swing trade it. So it's not necessarily about the vehicle, right? I can trade any vehicle. Why? Because once you learn to trade patterns, you can apply the trading of patterns to any vehicle, okay? You can apply it to basically any financial vehicle. But you have to know what you're good at. And I'm good at trading patterns in breakouts. So when we're stuck in a channel, this is a decent enough channel, right? But when we're stuck in a channel, it can get very choppy. I mean, yesterday was a perfect example. And to make it easy to see, let's hop on over to the SPY. Yesterday was a perfect example of chop. All right, so there's your close. We opened somewhere in here, right? Where was it? Where's the open? Okay, so we opened somewhere in here. And we had that quick little push. You know, I mean, we chop. And then finally here, you had a nice clean move. And then that's it. Look at yesterday's chart. You had one clean move. Everything else was chop. That doesn't mean you can't make money there. Most certainly you can, especially if, honestly, and I'll say what it is especially if you get lucky with an entry at one of your levels. And why do I say lucky? Well, because when it's choppy, it could chop underneath your support zone, stop you out, boop. 3 minutes later, it's up at the highs. So if you did not trade any of this, and then finally at around 11 in the morning, you were like, all right, I think now we're going to get some cleaner action. You sat there and you concentrated and you focused and you were able to capture that. You had a nice push. After that, it's just a chop fest. I mean, even when you broke VWAP here on the SPY, yeah, you could have said, well, maybe we're going to roll it into the afternoon and you would have had a little drop. But that's it. And I kind of expect the same type of action today. That's weird. You should be able to comment in the chat. Oh, you know what? Refresh your screen. Maybe you didn't refresh the page after you subscribed. And maybe now you can chat in the chat section of the YouTube. All right, so let me see what we got here. So we got SPY. Yeah. Oh, no, we don't have the SPY. All right, let's do the SPY real quick. So SPY, 443, you know, watching 443. If it can hold the market down, watching for it to drop into 441. Into the 441 zone. Where do I get the 441s? Basically that right there. You see, let me grab the little arrow. Previous support. And then resistance. We can see a little drop in there. And I think we get down to 440. So 441 to 440 area. Okay, and then if you can hold 443, you could see jumps into 445. I said this yesterday exactly. And what's yesterday's high? Let's see. 444.97. I wrote this out yesterday. It's the same. I'm leaving the SPY exactly how I wrote it up yesterday. The only difference is I'm putting 440 now. 441 to 440 as for a fade. But for bounces, I'm leaving at 445. I don't think you break 445 today. On any bounce. I don't think so. All right, so you got the SPY, you got ES, you got AVGR and NVIDIA. So you got those. I'm going to put it out here in the Discord. Wait, why didn't I? All right, there we go. Guys, any questions, throw them up in chat. Give me a second while I put this watch list out, and I'll be right with you to answer them. I had to post this up on the YouTube community section as well. Time is it? 9:20, 9:21. All right, so I put it on Twitter, on Discord, and in the Facebook group. Guys, here, you know what? I don't know if this will work for you, but if you want to join the Facebook group, I just started it the other day. Here you go. There's the link in chat. All right, cool. So all done. Yo, there you go. Was that all you had to do? Refresh the page? I bet you that was it, right? You weren't logged into your actual YouTube account. Gotcha. What do I think happens at the open, Bill? What do I think happens at the open? All right. So if we were to open right here where we're at right now, I think we'd get a quick little bounce back into like 443 on the SPY. You know, I think you'd get that. And then we get a little bit of a sell-off or a little bit of chop like yesterday. So I think it's possible that we get a little bounce at the open. But right now we've kind of waterfalled. I mean, look at this. Wait, which chart are you guys seeing? Okay, so look at the ES. See how it's just kind of like waterfalled? Look at the SPY. See how it's just waterfalled over? Bang, straight down, straight down. I think it's due for a little bounce. And I think the ideal bounce is right back into 443. But I think it'll find resistance there. You know, I expect, so you see the daily chart here? Let me erase these lines real quick. So I expect today and tomorrow, until the Fed meeting concludes in the afternoon, to be something like that. Like a little bit of a mini bear flag on the daily chart. See, you have your flagpole right here. You have your flagpole. You got your bear flag or your flag formation, and you have your big volume on your flagpole and your decreasing volume throughout the flag formation. So ideally, that's what I'd expect. I mean, it's happened a million times to where you want today to be another small consolidation day so that tomorrow we get the big breakout or the big breakdown or the big reversal, right? And then today we get this. And it just violates the pattern. And then the pattern's no longer there, right? And all you're left with is momentum. So you got to be nimble, you know? And if we start to get that, and I'm still here at the desk, I'll trade it. But I mean, ideally, in a perfect world, we'd continue another consolidation day today. So we'd bounce from these lows and then just chop around inside of this consolidation. So we'll see if that's what happens. Yeah, man, you can find everything on Google. You can find everything on Google. You can find just about anything on YouTube as well. So we got 4 minutes to the bell here. We got 4 minutes to the bell. Let me see something. Boom, boom, boom. All right, guys. So I have a lesson here. I have a bit of a lesson here on like the advantages of prop firms that I'm going to film for YouTube. I could do it live here with you. I don't really trade the opening bell since I wait until like 9:45 to trade. I wait for my patterns to come. I could do it live here for you and then record it at the same time and then just upload it later on today onto the channel. If you want me to do that, I will. If not, I'll just cut the stream here. I'll shoot my video, do my trading, and then I'll upload the video later on today. And, you know, we'll see if maybe tomorrow we could do another quick little live stream in the morning here before the bell. So I'm going to leave it up to you. What would you prefer? Do you want me to do the quick lesson now and record it and upload it and then stay on here with you guys for the market open? And we'll see if there's anything cooking around 9:45 for a trade. Or do you want me to not do it here live? Up to you. Either way, I'm going to do the video. I could do it with you or I could do it without you. You guys make the call. We're trying to get that little bit of a bounce. We're starting to get a little bit of a bounce there. Yeah, it is feeling bouncy. Yo, Adriana, I was wondering if you would swing by today. Glad to see you. I like to see the old school people up in here. All right, I hang out a little bit longer. We'll try to get that done here. All right, there's the open. All right. So there's the open. I'm going to let the open do its thing, guys. I'm going to wait the first 15 minutes. So what I'll do tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll just do the video now. We'll just shoot the quick little tips now. And then, good morning. No, my pleasure. What I'll do is I'll do the quick little video now. And then that should take us into my trading time zone, which is 9:45 to 10 o'clock. And we'll see what's up. All right. That's what we'll do. So let's start talking about it. I know there's a bunch of new traders right here watching this right now. And when I first started trading, if somebody would have told me about prop firms and how easy it was to work with prop firms, I would have gone that route. Not because I lost tens of thousands of dollars when I started trading. I didn't. Thankfully, I only lost a handful of thousands, maybe $3,000 or $4,000. Okay. And that's because I knew the loss potential was like humongous. All right. It was a big loss potential, especially as a new trader. So what I did was I focused on paper trading. And I don't have it here, but I showed you guys on one of the last streams or one of the last videos I had done prior to the summer, my old paper where I would paper trade. I had a pen and a paper and I showed it to you guys, or maybe I showed it to you on a picture. I think I showed it to you guys on a picture. Maybe Adriana remembers, or the Beast, or Bill. Maybe one of you guys remember. I showed it to you guys in a video, in a picture on my phone where I would write down and I would paper trade. But with prop firms, you don't have to deal with that nonsense because of the simple fact that you can just paper trade in your evaluation account. Okay. So if you're new to trading or you haven't started making money trading yet, maybe you've been at it for a year and you haven't made any money at all. Adriana remembers you haven't made any money at all, then I would highly suggest trade in an evaluation account. Why? Well, if you trade in a paper trading account, which I always suggest, some people say there's no emotions involved. But when you trade in an evaluation account with a prop firm, you immediately have emotions involved. Why? Because of the simple fact that if you fail in the evaluation, it costs you money. Now, it doesn't cost you a lot of money. And if you want, Apex has 80% off going on right now. My code is down there in the description and comment section. You can click the link, use my code. You're going to get 80% off. You can get the $150,000 account for like $63 or the $50,000 account for like $34 or any of the other accounts that they have with 80% off. So you'll lose money, but you won't lose tonnage of money. Now think about it. Oh, I have $2,500. I'm going to open up a futures account here with Tradeovate or Ironbeam or whoever, and I'm going to utilize that money and I'm going to learn to trade futures with my money. Well, would you rather lose $63 on the month because you blew up your evaluation account? Okay. Or would you rather lose $2,500 in 2 months? Think about it. There's a huge difference, right? And if you're brand new or you have yet to ever turn a profit trading, the chances of you blowing those $2,500 in your real live money futures trading account, man, I'd say that's 99%. It's 99% you're going to blow up that $2,500 account. It's just going to happen, man. It's just the nature of the beast. Okay. You're going to blow it up and you're going to blow it up like this. So why not go ahead, spend less than $100 and get yourself an evaluation account, right? Now, oh, Jesse, but then I have to try to finish it in a month. No, you don't. Okay. If you bought it and it cost you $63, $64, 30 something dollars, whatever it was, well, that's what it's going to cost you this month and next month and the month after that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So if it takes you 3 months, okay, to pass the evaluation account, you spend $105. And now you're in an account where you have a chance to make money because it's a funded account. So if you don't blow that account up and you build it up, you're going to make money. And let's say it takes you all year long to pass. So what did you spend? You spent way less than $1,000 by just spending $63 or $34 every single month, right? as you grow as a trader, as you expand your knowledge base, your toolbox as a trader, as you get used to the ebbs and flows of the markets. So that's a huge reason why the prop firms can be extremely beneficial. I mean, it's super easy to lose a ton of money as a brand new trader or as a trader that has not turned a profit, because you might be trading for 2 years now and yet to turn a profit. You're not a new trader. You've been at it for 2 years, but you don't know how to make money trading yet. So that's where these places come into effect, because you can get into these prop firms, okay, and trade within the safety of that, but still have the emotions and the chance at making real money because you can get funded accounts. Now with Apex, for example, I know some other firms only let you have 3 funded accounts. With Apex, you can have up to 20 funded accounts. So, I mean, you know, if you really get going with it, you can make some good money because you can trade all 20 at the same time using Copy Trader, or you can trade 5 at a time, 10 at a time, whatever you want. But you can have 20, up to 20 funded accounts, and they can be traded with Copy Trader. So it's like a no-brainer in my opinion, right? That's something that I wish I would have known. I really wish I would have known when I was a brand new trader, because it would have saved me some, not necessarily time, but it would have saved me some money. Now, to save time is going through a proper course. That's it. You know, you can go through my futures course or somebody else's, whatever you want to do. Obviously, I highly suggest my futures course over anybody else's futures course. Link in the description, comment section with coupon codes and all that good stuff. Courses are going to help you in curving the time, because it's going to curve the knowledge. You're going to learn quicker instead of scouring the internet or YouTube trying to piece together things. You'll have it all in one curriculum. But the point is that with the prop firms, you save yourself money because you're not using your $2,500, your $5,000 that you're going to blow in a matter of 60 days. It's just with the norm. It happens. Or in 90 days. The most you're going to burn, if you're disciplined and you just say, you know what, I'm going to buy one account, maybe 2 accounts, and I'm going to trade those and let them renew. Because what happens is, let's say today, the 19th of September, you buy yourself an account, okay? And you trade it. And on October 1st, you lost all the money and the account either blew up or is in the negative. Well, on October 19th, when it renews itself, it's going to charge you the same $63 or 34, whichever account you bought, right? It's going to charge you based off of that 80% off, and your account resets back to your regular balance and you start over again. So you don't have to pay for a reset if you don't want to. So there's just tremendous amount of benefits to this. So link in the description and comment section. Any questions, you can always reach out and ask. Haha, preach. Nice. Good stuff, man. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. All right, so what do we got here? A little bit of chop here right out the open. You're kind of bear flagging, okay? You're kind of bear flagging here a little bit. You'll see it cleaner on the SPY. Let me show you. Oh yeah, you are seeing the SPY. So you're kind of bear flagging here, but I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it just yet. So the way that I would trade this bear flag is a number of ways, right? The safest way, in my opinion, getting short here with a stop over this level. Okay, I think that level could break. That's the only problem. But you're managing your risk tremendously well there. Tremendously well. Or if it does that, then getting short with a stop back inside the flag. Right on there, JW. Thank you, the beast. What we got here? So if the ES breaks over 44.93, that's when I think you can see a little pop here to 44.96. Otherwise, it's in that bear flag formation, and it has, you know, opportunity to downside there. We'll see what it wants to do. SPY pushing, held VWAP there, pushing back to the tail end of that, of the high of the consolidation there during that bear flag, testing it now. Looks like it wants to break it. There we go. It breaks above it. So now that pattern is, so far, it's being invalidated. We'll see if it can get back inside that flag. 940, no trades for me yet. I was considering the bear flag, but we're at a major support zone. Look at this. Right here is yesterday's lows. Where did we find support this morning? In front of yesterday's low zone, right? So that's where we're getting that little bounce. So if you would have gotten short inside this flag, you'd be stopped out now. Yep, the 4488. Yep, right off of it. Right off of it, the beast. It's looking like it wants to just be choppy, man. Now it's getting denied on the breakout. Yeah, new high, and then it got denied. It came back inside the flag. Just pure chop, man, pure chop. And then listen to me. You would have been stopped out here when we broke up and out of the flag, and now we broke back inside the flag, and you're like, damn it, and you get short again in there, and boom, you're like, oh my God, but why are we back at the highs now? We're not getting the continuation. We're not getting those breakouts. I know I'm bam, like hiya, but we're not getting the breakouts. You know, we're not getting the continuation with confidence. See, it's coming through chop. So for me, it's hands off. Unless I was going for the reversal pattern here, and I'm not a big reversal trader. I like to trade with the trend. You're getting a huge tug of war. There. And I don't want to play tug of war, man. I don't want to play. There'll be people who are out there making money on this right now. Abso-freaking-lutely. But like I said, right? You got to know what you're good at. And then you stick to that. I'm not a huge reversal trader. I'll take reversals here and there, but they're typically not on these little tiny gap downs, you know? They're not. When I take reversals, it's off of gargantuan moves. I almost did Kung Fu fighting. Fun fact. I don't know Kung Fu, but I did many years of American Kempo. No, yeah, it's just really annoying action. That's why I prefer to trade, you know, the cleaner patterns. That's why I prefer to be out of the chop zones. And even a day like today, I'm more scalp mentality, meaning I'm not looking on the ES to grab 10, 15 points. I'm not looking for that necessarily. If I can get 3, 4, 5 points, I'll be more than happy with it on the ES on my trades. And then another extremely important thing. I scale typically into my trades and I scale out of my trades. Okay? When I scale out of my trades, my first take profit is usually a small portion of the position, followed by a larger portion, and then followed by the last little bit, typically. On days like today, my first take profit, I'll go ahead and take off the majority of my position. And then I might hold on to a very small one for extension. So let's just use some easy numbers. Let's say I have 6 contracts, okay? On my first move, I'll take off 4. That leaves me with 2 contracts. And I'll leave those for 2 more take profits in case I get them. Usually, it'd be the reverse of that. If I had 6 contracts, I'd probably take 2 off on my first move, okay? And then followed by 3 off, and then I'll hold on to 1. Or I'll take 1 off, right? Then I'll take 3 off, and then I'll hold on to 2, looking for the extension. Exactly. If bigger money was there, yeah, you would have seen a stronger bounce. But remember, what did I say? What did I say this morning? when we wrote up the watch list, I want you to look at the SPY. I said, if 443 area can hold the market down watching for a fade, where did we just test and where did we hold resistance? 443. It's not freaking magic. I don't have a crystal ball, even though sometimes I put the GIF on the Discord. So far, it's held resistance. Does it mean it's going to? I don't know if it's going to hold resistance all morning long. It was good for a quick scalp. But like I said, today I expect more chop like yesterday. Yesterday we had more chop. Doesn't mean you can't make money. We could see a gap fill here to 44, to what is it? 443.50. All right, we could see a gap here to 443.50 to 443.60s easily. We might, look, there we go. You see? That's the chop. Oh, look at that candle, beast. That's the chop. The lack of clean pattern. If you trade momentum and you just chase the momentum, it's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. You could have gotten long here in the break of 443 for that quick pop and scalped it. You could have. You could have gotten long here at 4494, taken it off for 2 points at 4496. But if I need to capture 2 points and all I get from the candle is 2 points, I don't want that, man. Look at how disgusting that candle is. Look at that candle. Nah, man, being on the live today is saving me money. I probably would have gotten chopped up in one of these. Do I take profit based on R's? I don't know what R's are. I don't understand. I don't understand the question, but I'll answer how I take profit. If I'm long, I take profit in front of resistance zones, right? And then I typically, whether I'm long or short, have 3 profit targets. And I take profits at those targets. If we get continuation there after those targets, oh well, my job's not to capture the whole move. My job is to minimize the damage on my trades and make money when I'm right. I don't take profit based off of risk to reward. I enter trades based off of risk to reward. So very seldom to almost never will you see me get into a trade with a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. If the pattern doesn't give me at least 2 to 3, I won't take the trade. And if I did take the trade, I just screwed up. Honestly, I didn't math right when I looked at the chart pattern. That's why I like chart patterns so much, because it's generally very easy to identify where your risk is at, and then your reward sections, you know, or your reward zones. I'm gonna start calling it reward zones. Everybody has some neat little stupid like not slogan, but like little catchphrase on their BS. I'm gonna start calling them reward zones. They're called reward zones from now. They're not called take profit zones. You guys like that? Reward zones. They are. I'm gonna forget all of this by lunchtime. Tomorrow morning we're gonna be here and I'm gonna be profit zones. I'm gonna forget to say reward zones because I'm gonna forget that crap by lunchtime. Lambo area. No, because I'm writing that one down, my man. I'm gonna make it a point for the rest of this stream to call it Lambo area. It is Lambo area, my peoples. And now, I hope no one gets offended. We are starting to see the Tercel zones. The Tercel zones are the stop outs. Oh, man. You're a car guy. I can't use that one because the only ones who are going to get that one are people like you, me, the Beast. That's the only ones that are going to get the super locations. Everybody else is going to be like, what the hell is Jesse talking about? Supra locations. They're going to think it's a supermarket. They're going to think it's a Sprout, a Whole Foods. But Lambo, every noob knows Lambo. Fun fact, I had a friend, I drove this car, freaking beast of a car. It was a Toyota Supra, okay? That thing dynoed at 900. It had 1,000 horsepower, but it dynoed at 900 horsepower. Bro. He bought it like that. He did a few little things here and there, but he bought it already fixed up. Okay? Like that motor was just disgusting, bro. When you open up that hood, and there's pictures on my Instagram. So it's Jesse W, or it's Jesse W33 or something like that. It's on, look me up on Instagram. Bro. That thing was nasty, bro. I drove that thing because when he got it, he was a little bit familiar with stick shift and he could drive it, no problem. But I had already spent many years driving stick because my previous 2 cars were stick. One of them was a 1992 Trans Am. We're talking about that Trans Am. I had it in 2002, 2001. And then after that, it was an Infiniti G35. It was 6-speed. And whatever, he called me up and I was like, oh, bro, yeah, let's go. We'll drive it around. Oh, my God, bro, that thing, scary power. Scary power. Like, that thing was ridiculous. If you've never driven a Toyota Supra with at least 600, 700, 800 horsepower, and you get the chance to, and you can drive, don't do stupid crap out there, go for the ride, have fun, do it in a safe environment. I'm going to put the disclaimer in there. I don't want to hear no BS later. Do it in a safe environment, do it with professionals, etc., all that good stuff. God, this is where we're at in society. But I had a blast. The beast. Nah. Yeah, the beast. There you go. Yeah, you see how it's just chop, guys? If you chase the breakout, okay, let's hop on over back to... If you would have chased that breakout there at 44.94, look at this, you're back at 44.90. If you didn't take any profits in front of 96, you'd already be down on this trade. You'd be down freaking 4 points, you know? I mean, look, it's plain as day, right? You could see here, previous bounce zone right here. And where did we find resistance? Right there. I wish it was easier to draw on these charts. That's why I spend so much time over here on these other charts on the SPY, because I could just draw stuff much easier, you see? Whee! I could just draw very, very easy. I don't know why none of these futures charts are easy to draw with, at least with speed, you know, like, what time is it? 9:53. You did 160? Oh, bro, that's fast, bro. The fastest I've ever gone, and it was in that Trans Am we talked about just a few minutes ago, was 115. It was 115 miles an hour, and I was messing with a Corvette. My favorite car ever since I was a child is the Corvette. The new one is just disgustingly beautiful. I love it. I've never had a Corvette, so the closest I've had was the Trans Am. Could I have a Corvette? Hell, I could have a Lambo. But nah. I'd rather just get another boat, a bigger boat. And I mean, ideally, I'm still sitting on that cash we talked about. I'd rather go buy another property, but man, properties just don't pull back, man. They don't pull back. Actually, I'm me and my buddy, we're in the market looking around at properties and or a business that we can just buy. I mean, I hate having money parked there. Yeah, I'm getting like right now 5.3% interest on it, but and that's the thing. Most of the properties we see, you know, that's what we're gonna get. 5, 6, if you're lucky, 7%. Look, man, I ain't taking my money out of the bank where I'm getting 5.3 right now to put it into a property that's gonna give me 7. It's not even 2% extra, right? But let's say it's 2%. Let's say I'm getting 5 in the bank and 7 in a property. I'm not gonna take that money out and put it in play for 2%. It's not worth it. So, you know, we're looking around at businesses too. But so far, nothing good's popped up, man. Nothing's good. So the money just sits there. And I ain't gonna go buy a Lambo with it. I almost bought a boat during the summer. I almost went and bought another boat during the summer. But man, every time I look at my boat, let me see if I can find you guys. I know I've posted videos and pictures and stuff, but I know some new people here today. See if I can get you the picture of my boat on the lift. There in the Keys. Well, I guess this is as close as you're gonna get. You can't really see the bottom, the front. Come on, focus, camera. Focus. There it is. Right? I love it. Every time I look at it, I'm like, nah, I don't want to sell it. And I do a lot of solo fishing, so it really suits the bill for me. All right, so there we go. We're finally getting that breakdown. So now I'm gonna watch and wait for a week bounce back that I can short. We're getting some good volume on that extension to the downside here. So I'm gonna watch and wait and see if we can get a shot here at a short opportunity. So we've broken underneath yesterday's low, okay? I'm gonna watch, I mean, I'm not gonna go here and jump short right now. I'm gonna watch and wait for bounce backs that I can actually short if they want to give it to me. Ideally here we would extend from here without a bounce, and then I don't know, 10 minutes from now we can get ourselves a bounce back into 448 on some low weak volume. I can get short. That should bring the 90 MA to the prior low on the SPY. I'll show you what I mean. This 90 MA, which is this blue line, it should do, whoa, that's the wrong line. It should do this and line up with this prior low. And then we look for a bounce back into that level. And if it resistance, bang, get short, look for further downside. So that's my plan. Now that you know, that's my plan. That's what I'm going to look for. We'll see if we got it. I wasn't planning on streaming this long this morning at all. Oh, I'm sorry, the Beast. I didn't see your comments over in the Discord. Nice. Stingrays are sick. Yeah, 5% is not bad. Like normally it's 4.8, but when somebody uses my referral code, I get an extra. They get 5.3, and so do I for 3 months. So right now I have 5.3 until sometime in November, and then it'll go to 4.8, and then I'll just look for another place if I don't get another referral on there and move it, because there's places offering 5. And if I have to go find a CD that'll give me 5.5 for 6 months, I'll do that. I'll do it, because I'm not going to move the money to go put it into a property that's going to give me 7%. Why would I do that? I'm going to take on risk, right? This crap that's going to break, dealing with a tenant and all that stuff. I'm going to take on risk for an extra 2%. No, bro, you crazy? I need at least 9%, right? So now you're going to give me 4% more than the bank is. Okay. I'll take on risk for that. Other than that, nah, I ain't going to take on risk. All right, so we've extended there a little bit. I want to see a slight more, there it is. I want to see slight more extension. Now I want to start to see a low volume bounce back into 448. See if maybe we can get short there. Write this down towards 4480. If 4480 gives up, then damn, man. We're watching for those 70s next. Now, the only problem with my type of trading, right, is that I didn't buy that breakdown of the lows. I could have, or shorted, I mean. I could have. I've done it before. But when I'm more patient, because I expect chop and stuff like that, you might not get the move. I might never get that bounce back that I'm looking for. See? We just keep going. I might not get that bounce back. And then that's it. That's all she wrote. And I'm not one to sit here the entire day. I used to. I'm not one to sit here the entire day. The purpose for me of trading is freedom. So I'm not going to sit here the whole day. Usually by 10:30, I'm picking up and heading on out. Exactly. If there's no bounce back, exactly. We just keep going. Ugh, that's disgusting. Good Lord. Who said something out there? Those are the type of candles that it's like somebody said something. We're already, I said the 70s, we're already at 78. Bro, that's candle's nasty. Could you give us the bounce back now? Well, if resistance is 44.88, my stop zone is above that. So no matter where I get my short, if my short I got it at 44.84 and my resistance is 44.88, my stop zone is above that. If I got my short at 44.86 and my resistance is 44.88, my stop zone is still above that. The only difference in either scenario is that at 44.86, I can take on more contracts than I can at 44.84. That's it. Ah, gotcha. Bro, it just keeps going, bro. That is the most annoying thing in the world. That is the most annoying thing in the world. I said Watch SPY 443 resistance for 441. There you are, 44140s. Don't you hate it when you're right and you're not able to make money because it didn't give you a setup? Golly, man. Well, I'll wait a little bit longer, see if we can get a weak volume bounce back that I can short. I need water. Guys, this chair, awesome. Best chair I have ever bought. Best chair I've ever bought. Bar none. Yeah. You know, fun fact, as a trader, when I was new, I didn't have much of a revenge trading problem. Didn't really. Revenge trading is very prominent for new traders. I don't really have that. I had a little revenge trade here and there, and I had that one that actually was the one that caused my trading to change completely. My equity curve was insane after that day. But my problem when I was a new trader years ago was FOMO. That was the worst. 1 hour chart. Let's go take a look at a 1 hour chart. We got all the time in the world right now. So we want a 1 hour chart. Wait, camera's in the way. All right. Let me switch you over here. Bang. So what's the bear flag? This one right here? This right here? Bang. I mean, I guess like that. Is that the bear flag you were talking about? I'm guessing that one right there. Let's switch it over to the SPY, see if we see it there as well. Not quite. So I'm guessing it was that. A bit of a bear flag. This is the kind of morning where early on, before 9:50, you probably would have gotten chopped up, gotten red, and then seen the trade do this, and you're like, damn it. And that's how FOMO was born. Yeah, it was all right. So it's okay. And you probably would have been, and now you would have FOMO'd, and now you try to get short down here at the lows where we should bounce. We should bounce here. I'd like to see a bounce back to 44.88. I don't know if we're going to get it, to be honest. We might just get to 86. All right, the Beast. Have a good one, bud. See you tomorrow. Well, I mean, it definitely picked a direction. It picked down. It picked down and went straight down. From 94 to 77. And it just keeps going down. It just keeps going down. Down, down, and down. the cross we carry as patient traders. Bill's laughing. Yo, Bill, you know what? Let me take a second here to thank you for being a channel member for so long, man. You're an MVP, my man. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Well, maybe we get the freaking bounce back now. That'd be nice. Hopefully, and then not only do we get, hope we get the bounce back. Hope we get the bounce back that's weak and allows us to short. 10:10 a.m. Still, now maybe we just bear flag down here, like super lazy. Like, you remember what I told you in pre-market when I drew out the bear flag on the daily chart? I was like, ideally we get, another consolidation inside day here, but I'm gonna be ready if we break down and out. We've broken down and out, but just not shortable. It just hasn't been shortable. It's really, really, really annoying action. Forex is the biggest scam. Oh my god, man. Forex. It's just riddled with scammers. Riddled. God. Bro, I don't think we're getting that bounce back. At least not anytime soon, it doesn't look like. Look at this thing, bro. It's just sitting there. It should bounce back to 44.88. Still doing nothing. Looks like 44.80 is what's just going to hold it down. But we're at a bounce zone, so I can't go and get short there at 44.80. Yeah, I'm on trade of 8. I like trade of 8. I like Ninja Trader too, but I just love the trade of 8 like functionality and how you can get into your stats so easily and it breaks down your trading so well. I really like that a lot. I post the pictures all the time on Twitter and in the Discord. Wow, bro, right back to the lows, no bounce. So what does that one do? I've never touched that one. I always just leave exit at market. Does that, like, how does that one work? Cancel and reverse. I guess it just cancels your outgoing orders and then it reverses them automatically. I've had trouble just canceling the order. Like, I'll click the cancel order and it also exits me out of the order. It's not supposed to do that. It's really weird. So I just leave it at exit at market. I use it like as my bail. I use it to stop out of positions. Oh, it enters you the other way? Like, it doesn't put like a limit order? Wow. Yeah, those buttons are pretty trashy, to be honest. I just use exit at market and that's it. Well, exit at market and cancel. And I use it as like my bail button. So like, we reach stop out zone, I click that button, close out my entire position. Damn. This thing's gonna break the lows. No bounce back yet. This is really annoying. There it goes. Oh, guys, I guess no trades for me today. I guess there's no trades for me today. That really sucks. We just bear flagged down there and then went. But I mean, you know, that's a bounce zone. I really wanted that bounce back to 44.88. Why? Look, let's say I got for 44.88 test. We reject. I get short 44.86. I got a 3-point risk, let's call it, right? Call it a 3-point risk. And then, bro, we had like, to the first take profit, we had 6 points. Second take profit. Look at that. That would have put us over 10 points on the second take profit. And we would have gotten it had we tested 44.88 and rejected. See, risking 3 points for at the minimum making 6 points on the first take. I'll take that trade any day. But getting short here in front of 44.80, hoping that we break the lows, you know, yeah, my risk reward was okay-ish, but the probabilities weren't the best. Look, we already tapped 74. We're right back up here at 78. There we go. I didn't snap the first time I did it. Guys, remember, do me a quick solid. We got 56 likes, 213 people watching. Slap that like button silly for me. It'll at least help alleviate the pain of not getting that trade this morning. Also, I ran out of water, and my mini fridge doesn't have any water. It only has a bunch of sodas. And I don't want to go to the kitchen. Oh, Jesse, you drink soda? Yes, I do. But it's like a treat for me. You know how some of you guys might have a beer? I'm not a beer drinker. I have a sweet tooth. My taste buds are that of a 13-year-old. But I don't have like regular soda. Like, you know how you have your fancy beers? I got fancy soda. I got Mexican Coke in there. Why? Because it's made with real sugar cane. So not that high fructose corn crap that's terrible for you. It's made with actual sugar. I got Cheer Wine. That's a cherry soda from North Carolina. It's made with sugar cane as well. Well, the bottled one is. The glass bottled one is. The rest of them are fructose corn crap. That's what I call it anyways. So yeah, that's all I have in the mini fridge. I don't have any water. Thought I did. Guys, I'm going to give it like another 10 minutes and then I'm getting the hell out of here. I got things to do. I usually just trade the first hour of the day and then I come back in the afternoon again and take a peek. Very seldom do I trade in the afternoon. I do take a peek. The last time I took a trade in the afternoon was probably 2 weeks ago. Probably 2 weeks ago. No way. Bro, I like Dr. Pepper. I just hate that I have to drink it with the fructose corn stuff. I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in a while. They make it with real sugarcane sugar? No. Now I gotta look that up and see how I can order it. Dr. Pepper with real sugar. Oh, wait. They got it in glass. Is it in glass bottles? I just found it on Amazon. I mean, it's kind of pricey for freaking 6 bottles. 26 bucks? Nah. No matter how much money I make, I always feel like I'm getting suckered into BS like that. Like if I buy that, I feel like a sucker. Like 6 bottles, 26 bucks? Come on, man. Kidding me? Say 12 bottles for 37 is more acceptable than 6 bottles for 26. I'm going to find that with cane sugar. Let's put cane sugar. Everything that's cane sugar usually comes with, glass bottles. Oh, I'm going to score that one. I want to taste it. Dublin Dr. Pepper. I'm going to Dublin Dr. Pepper. Oh, what's Jesse doing? Is he trading? Nah, he's looking for Dr. Pepper with cane sugar in it while he waits for a bounce back, and hopefully it's half decent for a short opportunity. You imagine now I jump in this if I get the short opportunity and then it stops me out, I'm going to be so pissed. You're weird, you drink kombucha? Wait, let me see. Yeah, I said it right. I mean, I've heard the name before. I just never bothered to look into it. It's a sweetened black tea drink. It's got health benefits. But what does it taste good? Reduces inflammation, supports immune system. Yeah, man. You get it all up in here. Trading and health. Whose production? Production of what? This is hands down the most bored I've been in a little bit. Oh, did they? But damn, I mean, that's been over for a minute now. See, now my concern here is that the 9 AMA starts to hold resistance. That 4480 zone is a potential resistance zone here for the ES. But let me see something. I just like the 88 level much more for the short. I'm not going to get short here in the 80. I'm going to wait. Yeah, we got that flu season coming up here now, the winter. I typically scale into my trades and I scale out of them. I always scale out of winning trades. Always. I rarely ever hold an entire position for an entire trade. I usually scale out. three profit targets on my scale out. If I'm right. If I'm wrong, well, you know, since we trade these patterns and setups where the stop zone is so clear, and usually I'm in there where I'm 2 or 3 points away, you know, I stop out of the whole position. But sometimes I scaled, you know, when I scaled into the trade, sometimes I stop out of a partial position, meaning I never got my full position size. So if I wanted, you know, 6 contracts, I might only have 2 contracts. And I get stopped out. Well, only got stopped out of 2, not 6. How's Nvidia doing? Ugh, choppy, disgusting mess. How are the Qs? Q's setting up for a short there against that VWAP possibly. Very low volume bounce back on it if it can hold resistance there. VWAP lining up with the initial morning low, give or take. And you got 38.2 Fibonacci lining up in that level zone. So I'd watch this zone. If the Qs cannot break through and hold this zone, you might see another drop and test of the lows. I mean, but that's not a dilemma. Why would that be a dilemma? If your stop zone, you're risking 3 points because that's what the chart says your risk is at. And your first take profit is 6 points away. That's great. You've already done amazing, right? So yeah, as long as you always keep your parameters the same across every single, or not your parameters, your risk, your dollar amount risk per trade on every single trade, it's fine. Because if your risk per trade is, let's say, $100, and every time you're wrong, you lose $100, but every time you're right, you at least make $200, you're good to go, right? Ideally, when you're right, you're at least getting 2 profit targets, meaning you're making at least $220, $230, 240. Well, it's eclipsing your $100 losses. When you get all your profit targets hit, you might be making $300, $400. You're totally eclipsing your losses. That 80 level held resistance. We didn't get the bounce back on the SPY to VWAP just yet. And now you're getting the drop here on the ES. A very frustrating morning, guys. I'm going to start getting ready to rock and roll and get out of here in the next few minutes. Rustar, there goes Jesse making sense again. Oh my God, man. Remember, you don't put your stop loss where you decide, like, oh, I'm going to get short here and my stop loss is 1 point away. That's not how it works. If you're trading a pattern, then the pattern tells you where the stop loss goes. If you're trading a setup, like a setup here would have been a bounce back into 88. Let me see what chart you're looking at. Yeah, a setup would have been a bounce back into this 88 zone, rejection, get short. I don't care if I got short at 86 or if I got short at 83.75. My stop is over 88 because that's where resistance is at. This is why traders get jacked up all the time. They'll get short here at 84. Okay. I'm going to paint you a picture, guys. They're going to get short here at 84, right? They got up here to 88. It rejected. They second guessed themselves. They mark it in short. Boom, they didn't get a fill until 84. Okay? 4 points away from the resistance zone. They get short here. It bounces back to 86. They see $500 unrealized red on their P&L. They stop out. They're like, oh, it hurts. $500 is my max loss. I'm out. They cover there. And then we don't even get back to 88, right? It stays at 86. It rolls over, gets back down to 82. They're like, oh my God, it's going to roll now. Bang, they go back in short because now they're FOMO'd. It bounces back to 84. They stop out. Now they're down $700 on the day. They're like, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening is very simple. You did not hold to the resistance zone. This is your stop zone over 88. All you had to do was take smaller size to account for the risk. And then before you know it, we're back at 74. They could have made $2,000, but they're down 700 on the day because they didn't hold their stop to where the chart says the stop should be placed at. You don't get to decide where the stop goes. You get to decide what position size you put on to account for where the chart tells you the stop goes. Exactly. Exactly. And you had it here. You had it here because if you're short from 84, you got 76 and 74 as two conservative take profit zones. So you had what, 7 points and then 10 points, give or take? That's good risk reward. So that's why traders get chopped up. That's why traders say the market's rigged. No, the market's not that it's rigged. Yes, of course it's rigged. But it's not that you got stopped out because somebody saw your 3 contracts and they wanted to take it. Nobody gives a damn about your 3 contracts or my 6 contracts or my 10 contracts. I don't care about that. That's nonsense, right? You got stopped out because you didn't hold your stop zone true to where the chart is telling you your stop zone is, whether you're long or short. You held it on some trivial level you made up because you got into your position and you're down $500 and you say $500 is your risk tolerance. Well, if $500 is your risk tolerance, you should have taken less amount of contracts or traded the micros to compensate for that gap to where your stop zone is. We've all done it. We've all done it. We've all done it. And then that's how FOMO kicks in, and that's how you blow up an account. Well, no trades so far here for me this morning, and I didn't get my bounce to 88. It's looking like we're going to go test those lows. It's going to have to do it without me. I freaking hate it. I'm going to punch it in the face. I'm done on the day. I'll check back in maybe in the afternoon. I'm going to edit that video real quick and hopefully get it up on YouTube sometime today, if not tomorrow. And that'll be it, man. Hopefully while I'm here editing, I can get a shortable bounce. If not, tomorrow's another day, guys. Yep, my pleasure. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Check out the link that's pinned to the top there. If not, I'll post it again here for you. 80% off on Apex right now. I'm back in town, so no fishing today, Rustar, but next week I will be back to fishing. I hope to see you guys. Maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just messing around this week with it. When I come back and I'll sit down and it's time to get to work and I'm not fishing as much and having fun, enjoying the boat and the keys, then we'll start doing possibly streams a little bit more often if you guys so choose that you want me back on here. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll catch you on another one. Peace.